Welcome folks, my name is Gex and thanks for joining us for another episode of Backcap. In association with Team Fortress TV, Backcap is your source for all things competitive TF2. In episode 20 we're going to cover what happened from March 26th to the 1st of April. There's plenty of exciting action from this past week, so let's get right into it. ESEA and ETF2L are both on break this week, but as promised last week, we'll cover the results of the Gamers Assembly LAN that happened last weekend, and we'll also visit ozfortress for the regular season matchup of Ego vs Home Alone. It's slim pickings in the news this week, but there was a minor change for Invite Team EVL Gaming as Scout Slemnish returns for playoffs. There was also a competitive beta opt-in secret client added to the game this week. Rumors have been milling around as to what it is for, with Banny being the only one to offer any substantive information about it. This past weekend, 11 teams from Europe competed in Poitiers, France for a prize pool of €2,700 at the Gamers Assembly LAN. The teams first played each other once in a round-robin format, gaining points for wins or losses. These points would be used to determine the seeding of the subsequent double elimination bracket. Unfortunately, we can't cover the entire LAN, but we have picked out the notable games and will be presenting highlights from those games. On Sunday, the top 6 teams squared off in the double elimination bracket. Let's go ahead and take a look.
That spy cam.
I think he's using the cloak and dagger so he has lots of time to work with and maybe get some good position and get some good calls for his teams.
He's
he
just
wants
chilling.
to get in.
You know, he's admiring the woodwork right now. He's like, oh, that's a well-built crate. he's walking his way forward here, ghosting in.
And like blue team is so oblivious, they don't even check for spy.
There's good distraction here, you know, they're like continuing to poke and he's coming in.
Oh, he get it! Nice.
Oh,
that's really nice
bicycle. Well worked, and now they're going to Uber in immediately. They're not even going to wait, they're going straight in here. And they are just finding all the frags. It's only Sarika left alive. Doesn't matter.
Karibou.tf swiftly dispatched their opponent's netCut.tf in 2 5-0 showings on Snakewater and Sunshine. Suffice to say that Karibou dominated that game.
They're gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, and I think they're just gonna have to wait once more because they don't have spawns fast enough to go back. Like one soldier Shadow is trying to push some cap time, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we surely have to fall back.
And the Backcap is on. Like Larry just
there.
sneaked in and got the point. And that's not how. Like
This side totally open for Maxi and Ninja DC, but fortunately, to push just yet. And yes, they do. Sideshow is actually trying to make room for his team, and it gets a drop onto Lake.
No.
What a play by Sideshow.
The other first round match went in favor of the British squad Infomax, as they won a 5-0 match on Snakewater, but their opponents Hostile Gaming put up a fight on Process and picked up 2 rounds in their 3-2 loss.
Good breakout, and yes, indeed, it breaks out. The flashes are not that great though from where they opted to go back from Cafe instead of backing out from Choke with Hildred. And now Alien gets a clean flank onto Maxi. He's gonna be able to chase down Sideshow as well, and Mold is gonna get slammed by Alien. He gets the 4K. Impressive play.
That's frag preview material right there. 4 frags back to back, hitting some meaty shots.
Poor Hildred gets slammed just at the exit of the spawn. It's gonna be even longer. And Karibou.tf seems like they want to take this into last. They don't have Uber, but they don't care at all. They have to deal with the heavy weapons guy though. Is the heavy weapons guy getting focused? Yes, he is. But still, no cap time. Mul is getting his life to try to block. And Hildred steps in, gets 4 kills. But Dole gets the rest of the kills as, just as Hildred was going to
just too many players left alive there. Like, I was having flashbacks of Kiris defending last. Alien's hiding in the corner now. There's a soldier coming in high. Everybody's looking at him. Alien's just able to run in. He's got a medic with his back. He's actually going to get the drop on the Mold. No respect for Alien's scattergun. Just refused to pop there. He does get dealt with immediately after that, but that is a very important frag right now.
Infomax and Karibou.tf then were set to face off for a chance at the top 4 on the loser's side of the bracket. Alien put in a dominant showing for the French squad as they won 3-0 on Sunshine. The second map on Snakewater was very fast-paced, with Infomax quickly picking up 2 rounds to take the lead. Karibou.tf fired back with 4 unanswered rounds against the Brits before the time limit had even halfway expired. In the 7th round, a surprise Kritzkrieg from Mold and Hildreth caught out 3 Karibou players while pushing second to secure Infomax their 3rd round. The game ended with the same score, 4-3, and Karibou.tf would advance to the losers finals.
Make it in through that tiny doorway, they secured the med pick, and this is exactly what they were hoping for.
Oh, brilliant play onto Super as well. Glastry hits that airshot as Super bombs up, trying to get a frag onto Sands, and they're going to be streaming in left. Callback leading the push. What a shot on the booby edge! Absolutely destroyed there. And he's going to just lead his team to victory, 4-0 here, and only 6 minutes remaining.
They've had 3 rounds to analyze their opponents here. They're now going to come out with the big plays. Callback jumps in deep. He's going to get that demo man pick onto Doyle, but Raph, with the counter pick, avenges him with the crossbow bolt to the chest. And he gets another one on the Glastry. Literally, both soldiers taken out there by Raph. Zicto finds one on the Namtak. And Blitzo, the super carry Merc here, starting to have an impact on the game. They are going to win this mid-fight sideshow.
The control point is being contested.
Raph got another kill as well. My eye in the sky, David the Wind tells me. I was just...
The only 3 kills they got on that mid were delivered by their medic.
Now on to the losers finals, where teams would fight it out for a chance at the grand finals. With Infomax eliminated, only French teams remained in the tournament. Karibou.tf was unable to muster up enough to score a round, and lost 5-0 on Snakewater to Salty Frogs. Salty Frogs were able to go up 3-0 early, putting pressure onto Karibou. Zicto, the demo man for Salty Frogs, was able to use the Quickie Bomb launcher to its full potential, which created space for his team, helping them win the map. On Granary Pro, Karibou was able to create a 3-0 lead of their own, and in spite of heroic frags from Caribou's medic Raph on the 4th middle, his team lost the round and Salty Frogs were able to begin mounting their comeback. Adaptations from Salty Frogs led to a 5-3 comeback win after they were able to get a read on Caribou's middles. Now on to the grand finals, where teams competed for a chance to take home the €1,500 first place prize.
But as things progress here, it seems that they have weathered the storm.
Leo,
Watch
Leo,
one rocket kills 2. Ombrak and Opti both going down. Demo and Medic get picked. The flash of the Uber comes in as well just to save him. He's going to skip forward, get Blitzo as well. That's 3 frags just there, but 4 in this life.
To overcome this top 5 rocket squad, Leo is actually going to take the health pack and maybe try to change. Ombrak is going in front of his scout. This could be a car crash of a push. The scout didn't check the health pack. What did Blitzo think he was doing right there, man? Amazing play once more by Leo, really stepping it up when losing Glastry. And the Uber is popped on Sun. This is actually an extremely bad Uber, but little cheese and little beef, le bœuf coming out from Ombrak right there.
It's the last, and they're going to continue. The momentum is in their favour. They're trying to work their way in here. Corback's gone down, Leo as well. There's no soldiers up right now for Salty Frogs, but they still want to believe. Sands is trying to get in here with Kent. He's showing him some heals. Zicto's in on the left hand side. He's very weak now.
Frogs.
He needs an arrow. Ombrak enjoyed the only 2 left alive, but we see Blitzo just coming up on the respawn. He's coming in. His scattergun is hot right now. He's trying to find...
Ombrak!
Oh, getting onto Ombrak.
Can Sands escape? No, it's all on Blitzo and Sands and the soldiers.
They go different ways. No. Leo was there. If Sands had gone lower, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Corback comes in lower left and gets the cap, and it makes it 2-1 here. So for the first time in this best of 3, Salty Frogs are in the lead. Twiggy.
Yeah, maybe.
Much free admission here onto the fairground ride. That is CP2. Leo's going bottom left. They're going to push here. They're going to leave their scout to cap. They're going in bottom left with Soldier and Demo. They believe. ×2 on Spire as they come rolling in here. They find frags onto Neo. Such momentum. They're going to be able to play the point. The scouts on here. They're trying to rush forward. The damage is coming. The Uber comes out as well. Top 5 rocket just trying to clutch it here. 3 invincible players on the point. And the Ninja Vanish comes out from Salty Frogs. Now the
What
repush
a
is in.
mid shot.
Leo's trying to distract them. Oh my god, the anti-air, the black cannons here from the scouts denying that soldier. And that was just a huge defense from top 5 Rocket. They had to clutch it right there.
As it just comes with sense from the world, from the stewards. They opt to pop a very aggressive push as Ombrak would be charged very soon, but Ombrak is not.
Oh, Zigto! The quickie bomb lunges forward, just catches them at the perfect moment as they're all trying to back off through choke, gets 3 frags. Oh, this has to be it. This has to be game. We're going to a 3rd map, Twiggy.
Oh, you're thrilled. Did you actually expect this from the games we casted earlier, like Salty Frogs are playing out of their mind?
Let's go. Zigto's in here onto last already, pre-firing that door. He can't set up a trap with the quickie bomb launcher, but it doesn't matter. They're already on the point. Golden cap sealed out here. Oh my. This is their opportunity. Glastrey's going to whip out the level 1 sentry. It just gets melted there as Medical comes in top right. Beaver actually does get popped off by Ombrak, but Sands is still about 10 seconds away from popping off his charge.
A bit of a disrespect by top 5 Rocket rather. Look at where Medico is. He's on the chip. I think he's not spotted at all, and he's going to stuff. He's going to stuff Salty Frog, and there we have our winners of Gamers Assembly 2016.
The Grand Finals were a rematch of the Winners Finals and started off with an incredibly similar first game on Snakewater. Top 5 Rocket scored 4 uncontested rounds, but this time they were able to hold off the resurgence of Salty Frogs, preventing them from taking any rounds in a 5-0 victory. Map 2 was Process, and the Salty Frogs drew first blood before Top 5 answered back with a round of their own. The teams proceeded to trade rounds back and forth again before time expired, sending the game into a golden cap overtime. Salty Frogs won the middle with a staggered wipe against Top 5 Rocket, and Top 5 were able to pull off a clutch last defense, but an ill-fated push into middle cost them as Zicto got a triple kill with the quickie bomb launcher, which turned into a Top 5 wipe that secured Salty Frogs the map, forcing the game into a 3rd map on Badlands. However, Top 5 Rocket regained their confidence and stride on Map 3 and won with a 5-0 scoreline in 20 minutes. Top 5 Rocket placed first and received 1,500 euros. Salty Frogs got 900 euros for their second place finish, with Karibou.tf placing third, taking home 300 euros. Gamers Assembly LAN was a great tournament and showing from the French TF2 scene. Be sure to keep an eye out for more local tournaments as TF2 continues to grow. A few weeks ago, we reported on the roster changes of EVL Gaming at the scout position after Slemnish stepped down from a starting role. Sezco was the team's ultimate choice for the position and was expected to play with them throughout playoffs. However, on the playoff preview write-up released this week on TFTV, it was revealed by the team's pocket aim that Slemnish would be returning to the active roster for playoffs. EVL second scout Eric later confirmed Slemnish's return. We'll keep a lookout for how EVL performs in their playoff push as they face Froyotech in the first round. Now we'll return to ozfortress to check out a regular season matchup between Ego and Home Alone.
Mid, Thermo was standing on the point before Goosebing came through choke, but his team isn't faring any better here. It's once again Faithless, the first casualty on this mid. Rocky picked him off. Rocky will go down here, but Jaiho picks up Thermo. Jersh stuck in choke 2, gets taken up by the Jaiho pistol. And Yuki down 2. Redox trying to escape, but wow, this is just wary a one-sided mid once again.
Huge mid, and it's going to be 100% Uber advantage for last as well. I imagine they'll have time to set up a defense this time, but it's really, really impressive stuff from Home Alone. Where you can watch somewhere and just basically just lock off a push from there.
I'm glad we're having a little bit of a fight here, because I remember a Summer Cup game I casted where it was such a good game when Golden Cap was like a minute, but Aporia hitting a fat headshot and Jaiho going down here is not looking good for that. Goosen down here too. I may have spoken way too quickly.
Yeah, I don't.
Here.
You've just casted curse that. We're going to see Nami and Yuki moving into last. Nami takes down Rocky. They're going to push over towards the point. It's just Red Hawk up. Can he defeat all 6 players? He can't. That's pretty expected. We're going to see Ego take it.
Ego picked up the second round, but Home Alone quickly returned the favor. With good play from the Home Alone scouts on middle, they picked up round 3 as well as the lead. Home Alone pushed Ego all the way back to their own last point, but couldn't convert the round, and Ego was able to go coast to coast to tie the game up at 2-2. Ego's demo man Termo had a significant speed advantage in his mid rollouts over his opponent to take the next round and give Ego the lead. Ego extended their lead to 2 rounds before Home Alone tied it up at 4-all. Ego once again went on a 2-round streak before Home Alone was able to take one more round to make the score 6-5, which is where the map would end. On Sunshine, Ego would carry their momentum with 2 rounds before Home Alone would pick up 3 in return off the back of strong middles. Ego tied the game up with 6 minutes remaining, and a bloody fight on mid and messy pushes into second led to a very back-and-forth final round. With 20 seconds left and Ego in control of mid, Home Alone wiped, but time ran out before Ego could capitalize, and the game went to a golden cap. Ego won the middle, and Aporia switched to Sniper. He hit his shots as Ego pushed into second, and Ego were able to win the game 4-3. With the exciting games we had this week, there were bound to be changes in the Premier table, especially among the top few positions. Can't Stump the Trump moved up as Home Alone dropped down in spite of their excellent series. Let's close out the week with our last piece of news. There's no April Fools here, we promise. On Friday, players discovered an opt-in, competitive beta, secret amazing client under TF2's beta options. Banny offered the only substantive information that we have about the client, saying that it is meant to try and address issues of getting false abandons when everyone is not disconnected from the previous game when the party attempts to queue again. He also encouraged everyone to try it out and to report any bugs that they could find. Lots to look forward to in the future of competitive TF2. Try your hand at bug finding with the new secret amazing competitive beta client, or just keep grinding away in matchmaking. Regardless, we'll be bringing you more competitive TF2 content next week. Also, be sure to share this episode of Backcap with your friends. This has been Gex, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.